In a world full of secret hollow desires and genuine compassion, it becomes hard to decipher what's real and what's not, what's true love, and what's just some short-term lust. Now, lust is easy, just don't act on it. Love takes more work because you want the other person to feel good too, and vice versa. If you want to learn how to really care for someone else instead of just using them as an object for your desires, then keep watching the video, because we are going to discuss how our love and lust different from each other, and perhaps you can take away advice for better relationships from the video. Now, without further delay, let's get into the details. Number 6. Lust is just a physical desire, but love has a deeper emotional connection. Lust is a powerful force that can take you from 0 to 60 in seconds. It can make you feel like you have nothing to lose and that anything is possible. But love is different. It's about being able to share your feelings with someone else. It's about building trust and knowing that it's okay if we mess up sometimes, because we'll always be there to pick ourselves back up again. We all know what lust feels like. Intense heat in our cheeks and muscles tightening up around us as we're overcome with desire for someone else. But what most people don't know is that love feels just as impressive when you feel it for yourself. Number 5. With time, love grows stronger and lust weakens. Love is a strong emotion that keeps you together despite life's challenges. It gives you the strength to withstand any challenge, no matter how hard it may seem. The feeling of love makes your heart beat faster and makes you feel warm inside. It brings joy into your life and makes everything seem beautiful. Lust is something else entirely. Lust is a passion that turns into obsession and then turns into regret when things don't work out as planned or expected by those involved in the relationship. Lust can drive people to do crazy things, like cheat on their partners or even commit suicide because they feel like there's no other option available to them than being with someone else, even though it won't lead them anywhere good. Number 4. Lust is based on fantasy. Love operates based on reality. You can't fall in love with someone you've never met. It will only be an initial fantasy. You can't establish your relationship on a one-night stand. When it comes to love, you have to be able to see the other person as an individual and not just a reflection of yourself. When we think about lust and romance, we often think about how they're very different things. Lust is often driven by physical desire, while romance requires an emotional connection. But the truth is that they are actually quite similar. They both require fantasy and emotion, but they operate under different principles. Love calls for a deeper connection. It makes one fall for the soul of the other person. You start imagining the future with them, building a house and a family. How you two will look out for each other and stay together no matter what life throws at you. Love is based on real happenings. Number 3. In lust, you are romantic partners, but in love, you are lifelong friends. Lust is just the initial infatuation. It is only the desire to have a physical relationship with someone, just to satisfy the physical needs. You can't expect long-term bonding from it because they are not seeking a deeper relationship with the other person. In terms of romance, all is great, but nothing more than that. They aren't interested in you or your life goals. It's only an exterior attraction. Many people seek only lust-filled, short-term relationships. When they are satisfied, they move on with their life and forget about this connection, which is justified perhaps because it was never the real thing. In love, you are a team that doesn't just work together, but also goes on adventures together, and plays together, and watches movies together, and makes plans for holidays together, all while still being able to have a good time when it's just the two of you. You know how to pick someone up when they're down. You know how to help them through a rough patch. You know exactly what each other needs, and you don't hesitate to give it to them. In love, you are a couple who has found each other in the most unexpected way, like the universe conspired to bring you two together. Like stars aligned and you two came across each other's paths. Like you were always meant to be together. You've been through all kinds of ups and downs together and survived them all because of your willingness to be vulnerable with one another at all times. You've seen each other at your worst and at your best. And even though there have been times when it seemed like things might not work out between you two forever, it just seems like fate brought you together. Number 2. Lust is all about thrill-seeking. Love is the pursuit of stability. Lust is the desire to be in a relationship with someone who will feed your ego, who will inspire you to live out your wildest sexual fantasies, and who will lavish you with attention. Love is the feeling of being cherished and cared for, the feeling that no matter what happens, you have someone who will stick by your side through it all. In a lustful relationship, there is no sense of security or continuity. You're always on edge, waiting for the next thrill. You never feel like you're enough for your partner. You never feel like you're good enough for them. So when they leave, it feels like a huge loss because now there's nothing left to keep them around except their money or their power. But in a loving relationship, everything is as stable and secure as much as it can be, and yet still exciting and novel. You know that each day holds new opportunities for growth and development. Still, at the same time, there's nothing better than waking up next to this person every morning, knowing that they love me unconditionally. Number 1. Lust is selfish, but love comes from a selfless place. Lust is selfish. It's all about your needs and wants, not the needs and wants of others. Love, on the other hand, comes from a selfless place. It's all about doing what is best for the other person, even if it means sacrificing something for them. The difference between lust and love can be summed up in one word: selflessness. Lust is all about what you want to get out of something. Love is about what you want to give away. Lust can be satisfied by having someone do something for you, but that doesn't mean it's love. It comes from selfishness instead. Love comes from a place of selflessness, wanting to give more than receive and make someone else happy in the process. Now, what do you think will win in the longer term? It is clear that true feelings can win over a person in an instant, but it takes a lot of hard work to maintain this state. Whereas in lust, you only have a superficial, hollow relation, which can't even be called a relation. It can only temporarily satisfy you, and in the end, you will one day desire a meaningful relationship to settle down in life. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching, and see you next time.